Yes. This idea of having a side business, right? Self-employment comes with extra flexibility. Yes. A trait that millennials prize, but it can also complicate your financial life. Yes. Now, I know a lot of police officers and sheriffs. You have spouses. And it could be that your spouse has a little side business that they happen to mention that they're married to the chief of police. Yes. And they would say, well, I'm not using this immediate respectability of the potential business. Yes. But I think you are. In fact, I'd like to know the spouses of all of those in law enforcement and if they have a business. Yes. Because there's this idea that when you use your job in the government, yes, to establish authority outside of the enforcement of the laws, you're actually enriching yourself because of your employment in the government. Now, when you refuse to enforce my right to do business, yes, it's not like I can apply for a job at Homeland Security, considering the number of times I've been arrested. Oh, I'm going to have a very difficult time getting security clearance. Yes. And since I can't get the actual falsification of my driver's license changed, yes. And I can't sue, well, my mother. And then there's the Army Corps of Engineers. Does my Uncle Wayne still work at a dam in Eastern Washington? Because I wanted to know every employee for the last, 50 years of the Army Corps of Engineers. Yes. See, he had himself a separate little business. Yes, he did. Investing in real estate. And a long time ago, he had bought a house, and I bought it from him because of his tax bracket. Yes. Now, it was an actual legal, it was legal. Yes. At that time, I didn't have an income. Yes. So I could realize some appreciation without it affecting my tax bracket. But he had a problem in that he was in the upper tax brackets. Yes. And we kind of did it so that the tax liability was mine, but I didn't have any tax liability because I was in a low tax bracket. So what I did is I gave him a small gift as his nephew, yes, to offset the amount of taxes he would have realized at the sale of the actual property himself, yes, so that he wouldn't feel like he was getting jilted in the deal. Yes. Now, in the Army Corps of Engineers, I mentioned misprision of felony. Yes, the falsification of the application for marriage. And he probably thought, no, he can't sue me. Pooch. But I'll need his employment contract right now. Uh-oh. Look at all those rental properties that just became mine. Pooch. Wayne Arthur Condit. Yes. Over there in Hermiston, Idaho. Pooch. That works at the dam there? Yes. That has seniority? Yes. I would say that having this personal condit man right now, I think I'm suing you for your individual assets as well as the ownership of the inheritance of my deceased grandmother Eunice Condit. Since no one told me about her death, yes, no one told me where her assets are. Pooch. No one mentioned that she went to a nursing home and I could have visited her before her death. Yes. Now, for the Army Corps of Engineers, I want to know all of you. Your security clearances, yes. Your cell phone use, pooch. Your chin. And then all the side businesses because my Uncle Wayne was smart. Pooch, wasn't he now? Poop. He could arrange his schedule so that he could have a side business fixing up rentals. Yes. So as to supplement his retirement income. Oh, so when he retires from the Army Corps of Engineers, yes, he could. He'd have a good supplementary income from all the rentals that he's purchased and fixed up in the Tri Cities right now. Now, my Aunt Lori. Listen, you know your sister, Sandra Taylor. Yes. At the age of 17, had a marriage license issued. And you said working for Boeing for 35 years. There's no security clearances when you have that kind of seniority. Maybe you should get me all the employees of Boeing because I'd like to know of all the work that Boeing does that requires a security clearance. Yes. That has an employment contract. Yes. See, I would sue for the actual ownership of fucking Boeing right now.